Colstrip units 1 and 2 will permanently close by the end of this year.
That announcement expected but not anticipated quite so soon. As Talon Energy, the owner of the coal-fired plant in Colstrip, announces its plans surrounding the closure and what's next.
Now, this announcement following previous plans to keep the units open another 2.5 years.
But in today's release, Talon Montana President Dale Lebsack blames financial challenges, specifically calling out repeated failed efforts to negotiate lower fuel prices with Westmoreland Rosebud Mining. Today's release also states Talon will work to ensure the retirement process is orderly and minimizes the effect on its employees, community members, and other key stakeholders.
Now, part of that plan will look to redeploy affected Colstrip employees to help retire units 1 and 2 or help with the operation of units 3 and 4. The company says the primary goal now is to ensure that Colstrip units 3 and 4 remain economically viable, a source of power to Montana and the Northwest.
Well, today, Senator Steve Daines responding to the closure with scathing criticism. He says today's news is yet another example of the devastating impacts of extreme environmental regulations, fringe litigation, and partisan politics. He says it's truly disheartening to see units 1 and 2 be forced to close.
And Senator John Tester says the abrupt closure is a surprise, but workers are top priority. He says, quote, "I'll be working to make sure Talon isn't leaving workers out to dry and is keeping the community and employees informed about what they can expect in this process. And I'll be holding them accountable for a thorough cleanup of the site."
Well, today's closure announcement comes as no surprise, but the startling reality that the shutdown will happen by the end of this year is catching people off guard.
Q2's Jay Cohn joins us tonight to put today's news in some sort of perspective. Jay.
Well, thanks, Janelle and Russ. You know, one has to wonder if the final chapter in this history of the Colstrip power plants is being written right before our very eyes. When construction on the first two plants got underway back in the mid-1970s, it ushered in a new era for Montana's energy sector. Now that era may be coming to an end. When Colstrip units 1 and 2 first went online in 1975, the town of Colstrip boomed, soaring from a population of 2,800 people to 8,000. And with plans in the works then to build 2 additional coal-fired plants, the town of Colstrip's future was bright. The debate, though, ensued who would end up paying for the costly plants, whose price tag had ballooned from $500 million to $1.8 billion. Montana Power Company president at the time, Paul Schmeckel, sounded a familiar refrain, zeroing in on the affordability and dependability of Colstrip power.
You need electricity when you need it, and we can't issue a rain check and invite you back to pick up some kilowatt hours next week.
Fast forward 44 years and that same argument was front and center during this year's 2019 legislative session. Lawmakers were considering the so-called Save Colstrip bill that would have allowed Northwestern Energy to purchase the plants for a single dollar. Again, affordable, dependable power was Colstrip's calling card. But in the end, the votes weren't there and the bill failed. Billing Senator Tom Richmond, who sponsored the bill, says the closure announcement today was not unexpected, but says, quote, "There's a big difference between anticipation and reality." And Colstrip Senator Dwayne Ackney says he shares the anger and disappointment over today's announcement. He vows to keep up the fight for the plant's future. Says his first concern is for the people who live and work in Colstrip. Quote, "Our plant is our heart, and I'll do anything and everything in my power to ensure it continues to beat strong." So it remains to be seen just how this electrical grid can absorb the loss of Colstrip power from 1 and 2 when they are set to close at the end of the year. That dependable power funnels much of it right into Billings, where the 3 refineries here and the medical corridor depends on that dependable power, if I can be redundant. So Senator Richmond says this transition to a new uncertain future will be one to watch. Russ, you know?
All right. Thank you, Jay.